this video, we're going to talk about how the metal is created and how it is approved. First of all, Congress will go off and create a metal. It then goes to the appropriate branch of the military, which sends it to the Fine Arts Commission. The Fine Arts Commission will then go ahead and appoint an artist to do a design. They will go ahead and the artist right here, like this is World War II, will draw this design. It will then go back to the military and over to the Institute of Heraldry, which will, okay, yes, we approve it, no, we don't. And then they'll go, the artist will then make, this is John Sinyat from the Mint making the Purple Heart in a clay copy right here. They will then, out of that, make a plaster. And from that, they will make a ganalval. This is done through electrolysis and machine. They will then take this ganalval and use these, I call them, these are pictures, actually Javenier machine, but basically a pantograph. And from the pantograph, you see the size in here to a smaller size to the hub, and then we'll go to other ways of doing it.
So Alan explained one process of creating a hub or a die. Prior to about 1900, all dies were hand engraved. And to do that, a piece of tool steel was mounted in a jeweler's vise or a ball vise, which allowed the material you're engraving to easily spin or rotate. Engravers were used to hand engrave and remove material. For larger dies with deep relief and high detail, the process of making a single die could have taken weeks and in some cases months by a very highly skilled, talented engraver. The two dies we're looking at here are examples of some exceptional quality pieces. The model 1851 naval captain epaulets, and this would have been a War of 1812 dragoon helmet plate. If you look at this die, you can see the die itself is just this internal part. That die, after it was used for a period of time, developed a crack in it. Because there wasn't any easy way of remaking the die without having somebody spend months redoing it, they put a sleeve around the original die, which allowed them to continue making more pieces with it. And that sleeve on there is machined perfectly, and that was done somewhere in the 1830s is what we believe. So one of the advantages of making a die or a hub through the medallic process is once you have a hub, you can easily remake a die, and it is a quicker process of doing it. So, this might take days or a week or so.
That's months.
Yeah, and so one last thing that I will touch on is I often hear people, they will look at a die and ask me or refer to it as a mold. And just to clarify, the term mold is associated with the process of casting. And casting, that's what a mold looks like. A mold is something designed where you heat metal up to a liquid state and pour it into a mold to take the shape of whatever the object is you're making. where a stamping die is taking a solid piece of metal and forcing it through a press or a drop hammer into the design to create the object you're manufacturing. So there's two different ways of making dies. Thank you.